Hey guys, Delilah here. I am one half of the Living Entities. And basically, this video is going to be answering questions that I've either gotten or feel like I might get about a roleplay twisted investigation, which we already have a few characters or members. So I'm so excited for this. I feel like we're getting like closer and closer every freaking second. Um, Also, applications are going to be in all of our socials. They are in the description of our channel, and they're going to be in the description of this video. So let me ask the questions before I get sidetracked. I believe there are seven questions. So
Okay, what is the general lore and the settings of this roleplay?
the general lore of the roleplay is the following. The main character Shura, our mysterious junior, is studying criminal investigation for reasons that are still unknown in Ridgewood High School, a remote school meant to help teens become responsible, independent, have less distractions, and such. It is kind of like a private school, but it depends more on funds. But who cares about that right now? There we meet our cast, such as her best friend Kaylee, that is very social, and Rin, her boyfriend, who is a teenage supermodel. We also have the stereotypical cliches, like the populars, the rebels, the nerds, the artsy kids, all of that. But things aren't all romance and drama. One random day, there's been a death on campus. Now our future detective Shura must juggle her studies with her unstoppable determination, with mysterious backgrounds, to solve these growing cases. We'll uncover many more crimes along the way, not just murder. And it seems that Ridgewood isn't all what it appears to be. So, Shura won't have it easy this year.
What are the rules for the Discord/roleplay?
The rules are very simple. There is no breaking stuff in the game, and any small misconduct in or out of the Discord will get a warning. Getting 5 of these gets you a strike, and 3 strikes gets you kicked out of the project. Strikes can be argued with the director and removed. This does need a meeting to be set up though, just FYI. Warnings can either be argued or removed through excellent conduct and a good apology.
Are there going to be NSFW themes?
There will be some harsh topics, if the title and settings didn't make it obvious, but there will be a lot of crimes, not just murder, being committed in the high school, okay? There's topics like trafficking, dealing, if you don't know what that means, like narcotics, sort of thing, and a lot of corruption are an example, There's probably gonna be some more, but I can't really name them right now off the top of my head. So there's also gonna be a lot of emotional roller coasters if the deaths, don't imply that. That follow, all the uncoveries, because all of these deaths are gonna affect everyone in some way or another. It might not be for everyone. So you should watch at your own disclosure, or just not watch at all if this isn't for you. There's also the worst thing ever. There's gonna be romance. So, it's worth noting that there's gonna be some romance, and if you want to join the project, then beware. There is 2 other couples apart from the main one. So, you might be getting yourself into a relationship. Okay, not like that. But you know what I mean, right? So it's not as extreme as the other things, but I still feel like it's something I should know, before anything.
What is the tone of the roleplay?
Okay, so what's the tone of this? It's obviously a murder mystery, if it wasn't, stated before. There's gonna be a lot of suspense, mystery of course, a lot of horror, romance, psychological thrills, it's gonna be a thriller in a way, and comedy, surprisingly. There's gonna be some funny moments, I hope, at least a few, but comedy's one. There might be some action, but yeah, it's gonna be mostly mystery and such, or at least the main focus it is gonna be, yeah.
How will the cast and audience be treated? And what are the requirements to join?
Now, I know this roleplay sounds really dark, but the cast gets a lot of say in the project as well. So don't fret. Everyone's opinions will be heard, even, the viewers. There's a lot of specific channels in our Discord for the cast members to write down their opinions, ideas, for future episodes and such. Because yeah, I mean, I have a concrete story and I have a lot of like main plot points, but between that, I mostly want the cast to have fun, because I don't want this to be just my idea. I write it and everyone has to follow it. I want everyone to be able to express themselves and be creative, So yeah, there's gonna be some episodes that probably won't have any of my involvement. I mean, yeah, but not really, And let me say this, like, let me state this real quick. For now, at least, probably for the whole project, we're only gonna be compatible with Bedrock. So, I'm very sorry, but I will update y'all if we manage to include or allow Java as well. I mean, we're trying to find out a way. All right, I know servers and such, but that costs money, I'm not rich, I don't have the money for that. So I did a lot of calculations, and with what we would do, it would be like more than $100 per year, and I don't think this is gonna take like a few months. So the characters are mostly up to the cast member though, so you can speak through the chat or with your voice. So yeah, I think that's a plus, even if it's just Bedrock. But you're free to do anything, honestly.
What happens when a character dies? What happens to the cast member?
As I've mentioned, some characters are going to go to sleep forever. But what's going to happen to that cast member? Well, they're welcome to stay and give life to another new character. Like, maybe a character that hasn't been introduced or such. Or they can be in the background as a background character, maybe a random character, which I explained the roles and such in another video. So check that out if you don't know what I'm talking about. But the dead characters in the story are not going to be forgotten, okay? They're gonna be honored, we're gonna mention them, they're gonna be brought back up, maybe give them a ceremony, maybe episodes dedicated to go see them and such. So yeah, if your favorite character dies, don't worry, we'll still talk about them and such. So they're not gonna be forgotten, they're not gonna completely, leave this world. They're still gonna be talked about and such, so yeah.
What is off limits in the roleplay?
This roleplay takes inspiration from older roleplays, like Sam Gladiators, AFMAUs, It's Funnies. So it's mostly gonna be improvised. The only things that are going to be off limit is going off the main plot or like diverting from the main plot, especially if it's an important episode. And if you're adding things that can affect the lore. So your character, is going to be your character. You can change them, but you still have to follow their core personality. Like, let's say if your character is rude, like a rude bully, right? You can give them a reason behind why their character's a bully and why they're rude. Unless I like specifically tell you a reason, then it's kind of like. But you can change them. It's just you can't change their main characteristic of being rude or like being a bully. Like you can give them the reason why, but you just can't change that they're like that, So you can go ahead and like act however you want as long as it fits your character description, So yeah, basically it's gonna be mostly improvised, but you have to follow the script. Well, not the script, but follow the plot. So if you're good on that, then please join. Guys, I really want this to go the way I want it to, honestly. I've been trying to do this for I believe like 3 years now, since I was like starting this in 2023. Well, not starting, but wanting to start this in 2023. And I never did because I was pretty young back then, okay? Well, I mean, I'm so young, but I feel like I felt like very, very young back then. I feel like I was very immature, and I didn't have like the mentality for it back then. But now I feel more matured. I don't know what happened in these 3 years, but I've matured a bit more. And I really want this to oh my gosh, to succeed. Sorry, I can't speak. But I'm very nervous, honestly. I really want this to work. I really want this to go the way that I want it to, and I know I can. It just, I don't have faith in myself. It's not that I don't have faith in others. It's just I'm very, very scared. I feel like everything's gonna go wrong and such. But if you feel like you can do this, if you really like want to do this, then please oh my gosh, apply. I can't say the word, but apply, please. Most of the time, you will get the role that you want, or not the role, but like if you're main character or whatever. So yeah, you know, if you want to be anything, honestly, a background character, a random character, you can apply. Anyone above the age of 16 or 16 or older is you know, you're invited to join. So also, we're on mobile, me and my cousin. Well, I mean, my cousin might play on her laptop, but I don't have a choice. My laptop is 17-hour drive away, 4-hour flight, a pretty long bus drive away. So there's no hope, honestly. Like, it's expensive. So a laptop is expensive. Bringing my old laptop back to where I live right now is expensive. So I'm on mobile. So that's what also a big fear of mine. I don't want it to look bad. I mean, the past videos I've recorded on my laptop, I mean, not laptop, on my tablet, they're not bad. I wish they could be better. And I wish I could do so much more. You know, if you're on your laptop, obviously it's gonna look better than on a tablet. But, you know, there's so much you can do. And honestly, I want to do what I can with what I've been given, basically. So if you like my attitude, if you like the idea, there's more information in the Discord, which, please, if you're gonna open the applications, please read through, or at least click on the links, because I've had, I think, at least 2 people fill out an application and not join the Discord, and I can't. It's a requirement. So I can't give you a role if you're not in the Discord, and I can't send you the link if you're not in the Discord. Like, I asked for the usernames, but that's not so I can add you. That's so I can see who you are, so I can give you your role. So please, if you are gonna do this, read everything, fill out the form, and honestly, just please don't skip the joining the Discord. That's kind of like the only way for you to be part of this. So join the Discord. Submit your application. That's the word, submit your application, and you're basically guaranteed to get the role that you want. Right now we only have like 1 person apart from me and my cousin. No, actually, it's 2 people. We have 2 people, and then me and my cousin. So that's only 4 people. So please, if you're interested, join, please. It's honestly, it's okay if you don't. If you do like the idea, but you don't want to join, please stick around. We're gonna post this whenever we get at least 10 people. Hopefully, most of the cast. So like around 12 people, 13 people. It's gonna be not a big project. I'd say the most people I want is 25, which sounds like a lot, but I'm probably gonna keep it between 20 and like 15 people. So actually no, it has to be between 18 and like 21-ish people, because there's 18 characters now that I think about it, which I might remove some, I might change some, so we don't have to have that many main characters. But if you want to roll as a main character or a main cast member, apply for that, which is in the application, I believe, a main character or secondary character. You can apply for either one of those, and if you are going to, please do, please. We have a lot of characters. I'm probably, oh my gosh, I can't speak, going to make a separate video about that, of all the characters, and especially of like the story we're gonna follow. But I don't want to reveal too much about the story, so that's why I'm trying to keep it brief, because it's a murder mystery. It's supposed to be suspenseful. So if I say the whole plot, then there's no point. Like, oh, the killer's the random guy in the corner in this one video, then there's no point, you know. And also, I'm not ever gonna confirm who the killer is until it's revealed in the series. Also, I want to make this a 3-season, I want to give this 3 seasons. So if you are gonna join, keep that in mind. You can stick around or not, honestly. It doesn't matter. It'll only hurt a little bit, but I can accept the truth. So yeah, I'm probably either gonna add it into this video, or no, I'm gonna make a separate video for each character and personalities and all that. I'm just not gonna reveal who the killer, who the whatever. Yeah, you get me. You get it. I can't really just say out loud, oh, the killer's whatever. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this very, very bad explanation of the roleplay. If y'all enjoy this, please stick around, subscribe, leave a like, comment down below some stuff if y'all want anything, honestly. Interact with the video, please. Share if anyone around you, like a family member, friend, enemy, is into this, then please share it with them. Anyone is accepted as long as you're above 16 again, and if you have bedrock, because if you don't, then it's kind of like we can't do anything about that. Sorry. Again, I'll update y'all if we do find a way to get a server or anything like that. I tried to set up a server once or twice before, but it's really hard with my tablet because I have to do a lot of coding stuff, so it's not really possible. I'm trying to see if my cousin can do it, but if not, then yeah, like Lynn's doing her best to help me with this, but I don't expect her to do everything for me. You know, I have to do most everything, you know. It's not her project, it's my project. She helps me with it, but you know, I have to struggle. I don't want her to struggle with me. It's not her project. So yeah, guys, leave a like, subscribe, comment, share the video, honestly anything, just interact with the video, please. I'll probably post a better explanation with the cast, or with the explanation of the cast members, like everyone's characters. If y'all think any characters, like, I was gonna say redundant, I don't even know what that word means. If y'all think any character is like, just, y'all don't think it should be added or something, like it's just a filler character or something, then tell me. I'll probably write them out the story, because honestly I have too many characters. There are some that are important, but there's some that I feel like I could, you know, use without or go without, because again, I don't want this to be a very big, like 50-person project. I want it to be small. I want it to be big enough but not too big. Pause. But yeah, that's it for this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Again, I really hope that y'all stick around. Twisted Investigation has been my baby for years. I created it myself. There's been no inspirations for the characters, for anything. The roleplay, yeah, it has its inspirations, like I've said, but the characters and their story, yeah, I made that myself. Everything was made by me, my head, and my hands, honestly. It takes inspiration from 2 characters I created in a game, and everything just kind of, you know, evolved from that. So if y'all think it looks similar to something, it's just a coincidence, because I did not try to copy anything, honestly. Like, on everything in my life, this is my original work, not AI, especially not AI, and not anyone else's. Now, ghostwriting, not any of that. The characters are mine, all of them. They have inspirations. The characters that aren't the main 2, yeah, they have inspirations in other characters and media and stuff, but they're not copies of any other character. And if you think they are, they're not. They're just very similar. And I tried to keep the high school tropes, whatever. So maybe that's why. But yeah, you know, all of these characters, the whole story, everything, it's original to me. Not saying I'm gonna trademark it or whatever, maybe in the future, but I just want to clarify that if anything looks or is similar to another work, it's purely coincidence, not me trying to copy them. I'm making this too long, I'm dragging it. So again, thank you for watching. Whatever, you do whatever you want with this video, honestly. Apply, don't apply, hate on it in the comments, dislike it. I don't, honestly, I don't care. I'm just glad I got to finally recording this, because I've been putting it off for a few days. But yeah, basically that's it. All I wanted to say, that's it. I've done this in the span of literally a week. I'm very tired because I put my all into this. When I say my all, I mean I've stayed up till 3 in the morning just to make the Discord. So yeah, that's not me trying to get pity for myself. That's just me saying I'm very, very, very into this project. So that should show my dedication and all that. So yeah, I'm very dedicated to this. So I would appreciate if at least one person joined because of the video. Alright, well, that's it for today's video, guys. I hope y'all's doubts, questions are answered. If not, then leave them down in the comments and I will either reply to your comment, or if I see a lot of questions, then, which I probably won't be. But if I do see a lot of questions or just repeating questions and such, I will make another video addressing that. So, you know, if you have any doubts, any questions, or anything, honestly, if you just have anything to say, then leave it down in the comments below. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. I guess Delilah here, signing out. Love y'all!